Our company, Agora Care, is designed to solve a problem that is acute in healthcare to get access to medical images. Patients today will have many studies as they go through their life or through their disease, and all these images are very difficult since they are being acquired in different centers, sometimes in hospitals, sometimes outside. And to get all these data together is a problem today. It's a problem for the patient, and it's a problem for the referring physicians. It's a problem for the hospitals that are taking care of the patients. And we are trying now to get one single place, free for the patient, free for the doctors. It's a bank that will allow the patient to have all the data in one place.
So one of the key issues or the key part of our project is the computer platform that we developed specifically for the patients so that it can be easily usable by people that have no experience with any computer management of medical data or imaging. It's also very friendly and useful to referring physicians that just need to see the images, and they're not necessarily the specialists of imaging like radiologists or surgeons, but they have access. So we designed this platform extremely simple with a timeline for the patients. The patient can see his life and have different episodes in his life, which means something to him, not like a very complex medical record. And it's important to realize that this is a continuation of a very long track record that our team and our group of developers had for many years, where we've been developing all these tools for research, for academic applications. And now we're moving all this to the world of real clinical work. And this platform is not a prototype. It's really actually a living product that is being now used clinically. It has been installed in many centers of radiology so that patients can enroll in that program, and they have access to their data through this platform, which can be used on iPad, iPhone, any platform that you need. And it's currently used clinically, so we have more than 1,000 patients coming in with the ability to share their images, show it to the referring physician, and maybe also carry this to any hospital or clinic where they go for treatment.
We created Agora Care in Geneva because I spent my career in academic position at the hospital as a chair of radiology, and in that environment I am more confident to meet all the people that I need and to recruit patients and other projects that we can apply our new applications in. The other advantage is that there is a concentration of many startups in Geneva, and Fongit is one of the ideal places where you can meet other groups. So we were able to have this environment. We were being also trained by some people from Fongit, and that was for us an ideal environment to start our company. Of course, we plan to extend outside Geneva and go to Switzerland and probably other countries, but the start in Geneva and Campus Biotech and Fongit was for us an ideal place to start. So our company now is, we started a year and a half ago. We launched our first development, our first platform about 6 months ago in some clinical trials. And now it's being used in several centers in Geneva, in radiology centers, and we're recruiting quite a bit of patients. We're up to close to 1,000 patients now. We have now the platform running and being tested, and we debugged everything. Our plan is to extend to many radiology centers, and there's hundreds in Switzerland, to start seeing how the network works, and also to start working in specific projects like oncology, pediatrics, where patients really need a longitudinal follow-up of their data and images, and also a link to hospitals and clinics that take care of that patient. So we are testing all that environment that today doesn't communicate data anymore. So we are going to be the point of communication between care providers, patients, and other researchers, because that's also the advantage of having images, is to have all these images available for research. We're not quite there yet, because to get there we need large cohorts of patients, but there's plenty of groups that would like to have hundreds, thousands of patients to test new programs or new AI tools to do analysis, and we need to be able to grow rapidly in those large cohorts. force to be able to respond to needs for research. So for each startup has its own path, and we have a lot of startups that work in healthcare. So this is an environment where things are very regulated. So it's very important when you start a project to be aware of all these constraints of what the patient requirements, the medical requirements, and so forth. So I would recommend for people that really go into that direction of biotech, healthcare, and other applications to really have an expert in the field they are exploring. Expert in terms of somebody that really works in the field, whether it's a doctor or a researcher or a professor or somebody that really has a knowledge of all the workflow. Because we often develop things without understanding really the workflow and how people use it. So it's good to have a background check. This is in the area of medicine, which is particularly complex in terms of how the data, how the management of the patient is being carried out. If you don't have somebody in the company that does that, you really need to have an expert.